You know, there's something deeply unsettling about unanswered questions, especially when they come from the very halls of our Senate. Recently, a Senate investigation led by Senator Amy Marcos was convened to look into one of the most controversial issues in recent history, the alleged illegal arrest of former President Rodrigo Duterte. Dili ni basta-basta. If proven illegal, the arrest would not just be a personal affront, it would be a serious breach of our democratic institutions. And so, the public asks, unsa man gyud ang tinuod? But instead of answers, we get silence. Instead of cooperation, we get avoidance. Ang mga gitawag na resource speakers, wala nitungha. No explanations, no testimonies. So now we ask, what now? First, what can the Senate do to compel attendance? The Constitution gives the Senate the power to issue subpoenas during investigations in aid of legislation. If ignored, the Senate may hold the person in contempt and even order the arrest through the sergeant-at-arms. Dili ni pwede balibaran lang. It's not optional, it's the law. Second, what are the limitations of a Senate investigation? A Senate inquiry must always be in aid of legislation, meaning it must have a clear legislative purpose. The Senate cannot act like a court, nor can it be used to threaten or harass. Ang ilang trabaho dili paghusga, kundi ang pagtanaw ug unsaon pag-ayo sa balaod. Witnesses also have constitutional rights. They can't be forced to testify against themselves, and they are protected by due process. Third, what about the sub judice rule? Can it be used to dodge accountability? The sub judice rule is meant to prevent undue influence on matters that are already being heard by the courts. But let's be clear, invoking sub judice does not automatically excuse a resource person from attending a hearing. They may still be required to appear, especially if their testimony does not directly interfere with the ongoing court case. And here's the danger. Unsa kung ang usa ka resource speaker mag-file lang og kaso aron lang malikayan ang investigasyon? What if they use the courts not to seek justice but to delay? To hide behind the sub judice rule? Mura rag nangita og lusot. The tactic can leave the Senate powerless and leave the people nga walay tubagon. Fourth, what is an executive session? And what are its limits? An executive session is a closed-door hearing reserved for highly sensitive matters. Discussions here are private, and information shared cannot be made public without Senate approval. But let's be careful. Confidentiality does not equal immunity. An executive session protects the process, but it does not excuse someone from being accountable. So where does this leave us? It leaves us right at the crossroads of truth and accountability. Because if the Senate is ignored, if the legal system is manipulated, and if public officials are allowed to dodge questioning by hiding behind technicalities, then what is left of our democracy? But here's the deeper question. Is Senator Amy Marcos losing her streak, losing her control over the Senate floor? Or is this whole spectacle just a palabas, a carefully choreographed stage show meant to drum up attention for the coming elections? Tinuod ba kaha ni nga pagpapangita ni sa kamatuoran or pamulitika ra gyud ni tanan? Is this about justice? Then give us justice. Is this about the truth? Then tell us the truth. Because unanswered questions will leave us nowhere. Another day, another Regal POV.